The experiment that took place at Alamogordo, New Mexico, in the summer of 1945, proved that Earth scientists had found a way to trigger a nuclear explosion. From that momentous day until the present, the atomic tests have continued, and their results have been carefully monitored.
Item 289.0 complete.
Startling parallels can be found between man-made blasts and the event at Tunguska. The devastation at Hiroshima provides a glimpse of what occurs at both the center and fringes of a massive explosion. The Hiroshima castle was the exact detonation point. The Soviets carefully compared the after effects both at Hiroshima and Tunguska. At ground zero of the first blast was the Hiroshima castle. Charred, it remained upright even though buildings far sturdier, only a few hundred feet away, were flattened and completely destroyed. This fact coincided perfectly with the telegraph forest effect that had so puzzled Kulik. Evidences of accelerated plant growth in both Japan and Tunguska were observed, as were traces of radioactive material in tree rings. The people of Hiroshima have known almost from the very first day the deadly effects of a nuclear explosion. Coincidentally, the people of Tunguska have suffered similar after effects. Ill health has plagued the entire family of Dorothy Raisinin.
Well, none of them were too healthy. They were all healthy enough when they were smaller, but it seems like as soon as they reached 30 or 35, their health all began to fail.
In an effort to confirm or deny their suspicions regarding Tunguska, Soviet scientists conducted one final experiment. They constructed a matchstick forest. It was the exact scale model of the Tunguska blast site. Each tiny matchstick representing a particular stand of trees. They detonated an explosion at the relative altitude of the 1908 blast. Even to their surprise, the pattern of uprooted model trees was identical to the original Tunguska explosion. The evidence supported the Soviet contention that Tunguska was the result of a nuclear holocaust. One nagging question remained. How could a nuclear bomb have been exploded in 1908? Who or what would have had such a capability? Henry Gree is an acclaimed journalist and author of the book New Soviet Psychic Discoveries. He is the only American who has interviewed the man who took up the quest in 1956 to solve the Tunguska mystery, the Russian physicist Alexei Zolotov.
A man with a very long black beard, bold, burning black eyes, fanatical in his dedication to his subject. He has eliminated 10 very interesting theories about the possibility of what had happened on that day in 1908. And he has eliminated each and all of them for various very important scientific reasons to arrive at the conclusion that his one theory is the most valid, namely, that an extraterrestrial civilization had sent a message to Earth for us to know that there is life in outer space, that there is civilization in outer space which is ahead of us and which is watching us very benevolently. This is why Zolotov said this particular explosion took place at Tunguska.
Thomas Atkins explains why he believes that the Tunguska explosion resulted from an alien spacecraft. Eyewitness accounts provided him with the object's course.
And several miles above the Earth, over Siberia, it seemed to have executed an eastward turn and then a very sharp westward turn. It's that westward turn, in fact, that took this object over the more desolate part of Siberia, where it would do no human damage.
They didn't know what happened. They thought it was the end of the Earth.
The universe is full of strange things. We know that. We've discovered some of them in the last 20 years. The only way we're ever going to understand the universe is to try to keep an open mind and try to be ready for strange things. J.B.S. Haldane once said, the universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine.
Coming up next on FBI, The Untold Stories, an agent is trapped into a dangerous meeting with drug traffickers. Then on History's Crimes and Trials, one of the most elaborate hoaxes of modern times, Clifford Irving's claim that Howard Hughes had chosen him as a biographer. And later tonight, Hitler and Stalin clash in Kiev. Now History's Mysteries reveals the secrets they thought they buried in the rubble. At 8, here on the History Channel, where the past comes alive.